The World Cheese Awards was created in 1988 with a sole intention to highlight or bring to the front small artisan cheesemakers from across the world. It's very, very easy for the big boys to raise the profile, spend their budgets to get their cheese noticed, but we wanted to celebrate and award little cheesemakers who typically, not always, make better cheese. Of course, World Cheese Awards is about cheese and finding the best cheese in the world, but it's also about people. And our people are our judges, and they are as important as the cheese. We have a panel of about 250 judges each and every year, and we drag them in from across the planet, but we also make sure that we've got judges from different disciplines from within cheese. So they might be a chef, they might be a journalist, they might be a cheese maker, they might be a cheese buyer from a major retailer. We ensure that we have a balance of discipline, of gender, and also of age. We like to nurture and encourage the next generation of cheese experts. Unlike many cheese awards, the World Cheese Awards likes to judge each cheese on its own merits. So we don't give an entire class of cheese to a team. We mix it up a bit. We give them 3 or 4 cheeses from different classes. That's because we encourage them to make their judgment based on that cheese in front of them. We don't want them to compare. Our judges, made up of teams of 3 or 4, will be carefully looking at the appearance. They'll look at the rind of the cheese. Is it a good example of that type of cheese? They'll be assessing the texture, the flavor, the length of flavor. But most of all, probably they'll be looking at the taste of the cheese. Does it do good things for them? And yeah, there's normally some discussion, some debate, sometimes some argument as the teams work together, but they normally find their level when they're awarding gold, silver and bronze. The trickier bit perhaps is at the end of the morning when they've done their 40 or so cheeses, given out as many gold, silver, bronze as they want, and we ask them to find just one super gold, their best cheese from the morning session, and that's going to go on to the later stages and perhaps even become world champion. That's when it gets really quite heated. Of course, the World Cheese Awards brings its 250 or so cheese professionals who are judges, but also we've seen over the past 5 to 7 years where the global dairy industry sort of descends on the World Cheese Awards, wherever it might be, to do business, to talk, often just to have some fun. But we do bring together the cheese trade from across the world. Similarly, we've recently located the World Cheese Awards at consumer events. So we do our trade day, we do our judging, and then consumers come to learn more about cheese, more about the World Cheese Awards, and they become the judges in a series of tutored tastings, which actually tells the story not only about World Cheese Awards or the city we're in, but it also explains to them more about quality cheese and help them to make some more informed buying decisions when they're out shopping for cheese. The World Cheese Awards visited Forme in Bergamo last year, and we were blown away by the beauty not only of the city, but also of the cheeses that were displayed. We really got the sense that this region of Italy has cheese at its heart. I mean, that's evident in the fact that there's more PDO cheeses from here than any other region of Italy. And it just felt like a natural home for the World Cheese Awards, and we're really looking forward to coming. So bringing the World Cheese Awards to Bergamo, we are of course hoping to attract more cheese entries from the region and from Italy itself. We'd love also to have some entries from the more eclectic countries of the world, from Japan, from South America, from the Caribbean, from parts of Africa. Lots of small craft cheesemakers are knocking on the door of World Cheese Awards wanting to enter their cheeses. So I'd love to see more of them. Quite simply, I'd like to bust through the 3,500 entry barrier. It would be great to have a record number of cheeses this year in Bergamo. But more than that, I just hope that we bring in some wonderful judges who have a great time, enjoy the city, but more importantly, enjoy the cheese and food culture of this wonderful region.